Hello everyone, welcome to Bargain Gaming, where we can play excellent games without busting our wallets. This is again a continuation of 7 Days to Die, and earlier I recorded episode 74, but I was still coughing too. I had like a bad cough in the last few days, and so I was coughing too bad, and I erased that. So I'm starting. I can't say all over again because that episode is gone and the time that's passed by is gone. Anyway, so we are still on standard options. We are in adventure mode. Zombies are still in classic; they don't run, and we have an 18-hour time frame for our daylight. On the modded option, we are going for very high, where enemy spawning is very high. And we are increasing the block durability to 200. So we are in zombie fighting mode in effect. And 24-hour cycle is still at 2 hours real time. Okay, and airdrops are still daily. Airdrops are no longer that important. So let's start the game. The other things that the continuation of these sessions is just to demonstrate how well we have prepared ourselves. The other thing is that which I mentioned, but was lost in episode 74. So this will replace episode 74 on 7 Days to Die. In that, when we're looting stuff like containers, junk piles, everything, I found out that when you loot it, when you open it up, and you take and you leave at least one thing behind, that means the game remembers us having accessed that junk pile. And because we have accessed that junk pile, it is scheduled for a new loot cycle. So what happens is then when a new loot cycle comes around, the loot will respawn but will be held up on a queue. So when you open, once you come back again and you loot the same junk pile or container, you will see the old loot that you left behind. So when you take that out, then the queue, the next loot spawn will now spawn. And so actually it makes good sense for us to constantly, if we have the time, even if we don't have the space, to loot or pick every junk pile or container that we come across. So that's a good lesson that I learned. So in effect, next time you come around, you have like a double loot. So even if you see a really good loot and our backpack is filled, we can just leave it, and then when we come back, it will still be there. And then when we loot that item, the next looting cycle will happen, or the queue will kick in, and we can get the next loot. So that container in effect will have two spawns, one from the earlier spawns and one on the queue. So right now we need to eat. So we're down on food. Okay, and I think are we feeling hot? Oh no, our temperature is dropping. Okay, and okay, let us eat some food before we go out. I was thinking maybe we should bring some blueberries and eggs with us to Gravestown, because Gravestown has an apartment building that spawns a lot of empty containers. So instead of transporting those empty containers over to our base, so here, instead of to our base, and then because we need bottled water to cook blueberry pie, we might as well bring the ingredients over there, and we will have actually food stored in that area. Okay, let's do that. So let's bring some over. Half of these. No. Let's just bring everything over. And then a few of the corn, so which we can turn into cornmeal, right? Okay. Oh, yeah. We got all this mining stuff. We need to ditch all of the wow, all of these extra items that we have accumulated from mining. And here you go. And let's use up the rest of the. Oh, we haven't eaten yet, so I keep forgetting. So that's the other thing about the loot spawning. So that is something it's worth keeping in mind, because we have such a limited backpack that we always come up with that problem of having limited space and unable to loot the rest of the stuff. And okay, and then let us continue to make some more gunpowder. Okay, gunpowder over here. Let's make these. Okay, now we've spent all of those nitrates. Nitrates is one of the hardest things to find. And the other thing I discovered. Okay, let's eat first. I keep forgetting to eat. Okay, let us eat the meat stew. It heals. It improves by like 26% in terms of. So we're 56, right? It will get us to maybe 80. Wow, 83. 29%. Wow. So meat stew is still the best food there is. And this one gives us maybe 14. Yeah. And then let's top it off with a potato. And then let's go out and consume some water. So we're maxed out at 100 on food and fullness. And let's max out on water. Let's not be stingy. We have a lot of water anyway. So, okay. And are we still making gunpowder? No, we're not making any more gunpowder. And are we well armed? So, also in the intervening days since the between 72 and 73, I have been able to acquire. Let us. For mining, we have a lot of gunpowder, and I have also acquired a lot of new guns. I mean, just look at our guns right now. We have a short sawed-off shotgun. Apparently, does the most damage aside from the Magnum 44. That sawed-off shotgun does 60.75 entity damage. So entity damage against living things, and block damage is against like walls, inanimate objects. But I found the best weapon actually is the AK-47. It does like 59.38 damage. So the only thing, so it's just a tad behind. The shotgun, right? It's only like a point and a half behind the shotgun. The problem is the shotgun has only 8 shots in its magazine, and bam, 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 and it doesn't go that fast. Bam, bam, bam. While the AK-47, bam, 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 you know, it's on full auto. In fact, that is the downside to it, in that it uses up a lot of ammo. The flip side is that a stack of shotgun shells is 250, while a stack of 7.62 millimeter is 500. So we have a lot of ammunition, and a magazine of AK-47 is 30, where the shotgun is 8. So we have we have made up a lot of bullets for the AK-47. That's where my emphasis was. Initially, it was on the shotgun, because the dogs were the ones doing giving me so much problems. So the shotgun is the best way, because it's buckshot. It just sprays it out, and and despite the dogs having a move set that is that just allows you to jump back and forth before it attacks us. So I usually get hit first, but when he hits us, he's just right underneath us. So and one shot kind of blows it apart. So the other thing that I have, okay, so we have, remember our zombie spawn is at 200%. So it is good to check if there are any spawning nearby. The other thing that I discovered is that because we built our bunker so far away from any points of interest, right? At least a significant away from any points of interest. So its closest point of interest is this little crossroads town here. So we're far enough away that the zombies spawn in this area. So there are no regular zombie spawns here except one or two roamers. So that's one nice thing to know. And killing zombies, or I mean trying to get our skills up on the fighting skills, meaning our rifle. Look at our skill tree. For archery, wow, it takes forever. It takes killing a lot of stuff to get these things up. So is it with rifle? Rifle is over here. Pistols, I haven't used pistols much, so rifles is at only 4. I have killed anyway, and then shotguns at least is 20. So I was able to upgrade the boom, the shotgun damage to level 2. So right now it does 22% more damage because of those 2 perks that I bought. 11 points per perk, and shotgun itself contributes another 10.6. Sorry, I still cough now and then. I'm sorry for that. And the shotguns on its own at 20 points level does a decent amount of damage, aside from right now it's like 60 points of entity damage plus another 10%, so that's 66 points of damage. And the other cure I found for our, which I tested, is that if we put our mini bike on a platform that we make, it will not sink into the ground. So that's one good thing. So let's check if I have enough gas in it. Yes, we have enough gas. Now why have I have some good stuff in it? Okay, it's important we just have gas, and it is at 72% in terms of gas. So I don't know where I saw earlier. Earlier I said that it runs 4.1 times faster than we do based on our running. I don't know where I got that number. I saw 4.1 before when I was checking the mini bike. Now I looked at it and it says the speed is 10 meters per second. So I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know how much faster it is compared to our running speed, but it is faster. Definitely much faster than our running speed. Okay, so putting that on a bike. And then, the only other weapon skills that is easy to get up, or not easy, I think it's faster for us, that allows us fast to improve, is the bladed weapon. See, I have bladed weapons at 37. So that means we can now have, I think, does a fire axe constitute as a bladed weapon? Let's say steel fire axe. What does it constitute as? Has a durable blade and is great for harvesting wood. It's better also to dismember than most weapons. Let's check if it is a bladed weapon. Why not? Let's make one, and then we'll see what it does. And then it can, what? It will make. Okay, and then up on the D-pad to make it. Okay. I thought, I didn't press it hard enough. So let's see if there are any no. Let's check out Gravestown for okay, we got, is it a bladed weapon? Bladed is great for so blade. So I presume it's a bladed weapon, right? It has better chance to dismember. So now instead of a we can instead of a stone axe, let's try this. Let's have the fire axe, and then beside it would be well. Let's see, keep the. How does it swing? I have not used it. Oh, it's slow. Not no, not it's faster. How about this one? Okay. And then let's see what its stats are. 15.7, while this one has 26.17. So well, we can use it defensively, but not really as a weapon. And you know what? Should we visit Gravestown? Let's check out Gravestown. And let's put in the shotgun so that that's going west. Okay. On the bike, we can still get burned. That's how I found out. We can still get burned. But anyway, let's check Gravestown and see if the zombies have respawned in that area. I'm not sure how the zombie what the spawn rule sets are for zombies. I mean, how the developers made it. I have the feeling is that zombies don't spawn all over the world at one time, because that means that will bog down the whole machine, because it will try to keep track and of all the zombies that have spawned. So presumably and they will spawn when you are near a certain area, and they spawn in that area. Because I have been into towns, the one close by, not Dyersville, yeah, Dyersville. Dyersville, the one close to us. Excuse me, on the map. Oh, those zombies haven't respawned. I have cleared out this stretch. What I'm talking about is this town here. Is that they do not respawn, or after clearing out once, when I went back there, it was empty. But after running around a bit, I started seeing zombies. So I think the way this game works is that they don't respawn all the time, or all at once, or all over the map at once, because it will cause the system to lock down, right? Because it's trying to move too many things at one time. Okay, also here. Oh, that's look like you know what? If we don't see anything in Gravestown, let's move up all the way up north, east to Periston, because I have not been there in a while. Okay, let's do that. If nothing is in Gravestown, because I've also cleared out Gravestown. Ooh, clock is ticking down, so that means we might not have enough time. You know what? Instead of doing that, let me show you, because we don't have enough time. I've got like 5 minutes left on this episode. You know, let's go check on the. I have finally finished my Stronghold. Let us check on that one. So I'm waiting for. Ooh, Horde Night. Horde Night will be on day 147. And so Horde Night, it'll be interesting. Okay, that's northwest of us. Nice thing with this is we can travel across town, except there's a lot of stuff in the way that, ouch, that makes it hard to travel over non-roads like this. We've got all kinds of, ooh, there are zombies here too. Ouch. Oh, I gotta keep my eyes open. Wow. There's so much trash in the way. It's kind of hard to navigate through here. I wonder how much is doing damage to our mini bike. There is a zombie right there, right? Oh, they are spawning all over the place. Okay, and I have waypointed all of the places that we have, or I have waypointed our fortress, our fighting stronghold. So that's the double house is the entrance. I have created a separate entrance. If you will notice that all of our facilities don't have doors anymore that leads outside. To get into one of our facilities, you have to be, we jump in. Like this is our entrance. And to get in there, we have to jump into it. Right? So it is protected by simple spikes outside, and then a layer of scrap metal reinforced wooden logs, and then jump. Ooh. And I've got spotlights, mobile lights spread out, so at night we can see out. And that is okay. What did we bring over here? Okay, that's just what we brought over. So let's put these things away. Oh, they are. Oh, great. That's for Gravestown. Why did I drop it here? Anyway, that's okay. Let's now work with inventory management. So that is the entrance point, and then this would be our fighting stronghold. I didn't go through the tunnels because ooh, I hear something. Oh, they are here. Let's use this gun. See? Very, very nice. Very, very nice. And I have to gently tap the right trigger. Where's the other one? I hear another one. See, it is now surrounded by... Again, we will be fighting from up there. And I built a fence around the wire so that I don't accidentally fall off in my when I get panicky. So I haven't had I haven't faced a horde night yet. So all of these things are built to slow them down coming towards us, because they will be trying to reach us up there, right? So they will not be trying to destroy the traps. So outside fence are simple traps. Oh, it killed one of these things. So these traps are flimsy. So these traps are flimsy. I expect them to be broken. But then behind that one is a ring of reinforced blocks. And on top of the reinforced blocks are barbed wire fences. So then the wooden stakes are supposed to be temporary, and the barbed wire fences are to slow them down, temporary also. And then behind them, I left an open space so that I can maintain the scrap metal logs. And I think I will continue with the next episode and show you the inside of this thing. Okay, I built a couple of waypoints for us so that we can... So I mean, it's easy for me to move back and forth between... Also, we can, I mean, look at our compass points. This is our stronghold, so it has a castle symbol on it, and that's the waypoint, which is a double house on top of it. And to create a waypoint, I don't know if I mentioned this before, is to go press square and hold it, use the left stick to go to the map version, and then focus in, and then just press... Put our cursor on wherever you want the waypoint is, and press and tap the triangle button. Once you tap the triangle button, it brings this one up, and just go down to save waypoint. And once you click on save waypoint, press X to save on the waypoint. It will give you a list of symbols to mark that spot. That's how to create a waypoint. Okay, let me cut the episode right here. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you will join me in the next episode. We will tour the inside of this stronghold. Bye!